This is Lost in Electronics here. We're going to have a video about Pi-hole just did an update. I'm going to go through just some basics of making sure how to update your Pi-hole if you haven't already installed it. And then we'll go ahead into, we've had another video already on how to install this. And we'll go ahead and go through all the new options and kind of go through, show it all kind of changes and everything that was going on through here, through the versions. They updated both the Pi-hole, the web interface in FTL 5.2.4, 5.3.1, and 5.5.1. How you update your Pi-hole? All you have to do is go and type in Pi-hole dash update. Pi-hole dash up, which will update the Pi-hole's repository and update the software if it needs, and we'll pull it. Here it tells you where it's pulling images, and then you also can have the local host files. So if you want to look at text directories, like if you basically want to block ads and things, and you can make your own list. This is what I mainly got the Pi-hole for. So the best way to do is if you want to look at any kind of ads, and you can see all the stuff that's blocking here, from what ads and trackers and things on there. That's basically making so we basically take it to a, here this just shows me all my queries that have been blocking here, and here's a kind of list of everything in the last 24 hours my system's used, all the DNS queries. One thing I like making sure that happens is that we definitely want to make sure that we go through and pick up all those here. Here's my console itself. This shows me what everything's that go here, and if you have a question, like for example, hey, I don't know what the service is, a good way to be able to kind of figure out what it is you can grab like this, say, hey, this is record A here. Let's go ahead and grab this name, copy it. Let's see if we can just go copy it here, and then we just need to go here and paste it, and it will tell you what it is. Or you can also just do it this way here too. Grab your Pi-hole install instance here, and let's go ahead and type. We can go ahead and just type in there, which is, if you want to know what it is, just type in excellence dot update upload dot microsoft.com. If you ever want to know what it is, you can always Google search it, and it will tell you what this is. This is Microsoft here. Tells you what domain, tells you the registration, tells you what it is. It's Microsoft Hub. So you might not want to block that, or you're going to have problems, start having problems with the interface. So again, these are what you can always do to see kind of, hey, is there anything I really want to see what's going on here. Tells me all of my inquiries, tells me all the top inquiries, tells me my client's blocked, what's all the top things here. Tells me all the DNS inquiries. I like making sure all my DNS servers can route everywhere. So again, if one fails, you always have rollover. So you got here your network. I personally like it because you can go to DNS, and now I don't have IPv6 enabled, but I did. You would see those checks here from there. I always want to make sure here. So make sure you always have there. It tells you your different, you have all the different DNS servers. You can also have custom DNS servers. You want to put them over here, but I definitely have it so it routes through all the different DNS servers here, just to make sure that we have it always going to route to the best traffic wise. So it definitely does here. Gives us a backup. Our thing is, maybe I want to, let's go ahead and Maybe I want to see what's going on. A lot of times let's say, hey, I'm getting lower in space, or maybe I don't want to use all this here. Maybe I want to disable logging, disable query. I also flush log, flush network table, turn off device, reset DNS, resolver cache. So flush logs, yes, flush logs here. Flush networking table, yes. And you notice now all my logs are gone here. It tells me how many domains it's on the block list. And you can also go, if you need to have anything specific you want to be able to learn how to block. Let's, for example, pi-hole block list for YouTube ads. So you could do that here. And then you can look at listings of trackers, and it gives you listings of there. You can also do this here, which is block list. Let's go ahead and do watch. Tells you what kind of listings. You can also go here, or just the other thing you just do generic pile blocking list. You just can kind of look for whatever listings you want to use. This is one of the listings here. These have a list of all of them. Like, for example, has a breakdown of trackers, advertising list. And they'll say, hey, I maybe want this list. I want to be able to, let's say I want this advertising list. Let's say, hey, I don't want this anymore here. So we're just going to go to this one here. We want to go to, I'm just going to go ahead and go here. We're going to actually go back to my Pi-hole. Make sure you're already logged in. If you're not, then you'll need to log in. And then we're just going to go ahead and update our So we're going to update our listings here. So sorry, it's going to take me a few moments to get back to that group management. I'll add listings. And then all you need to do is put in here what we're doing here. And we're just going to pay AWS ads. Add this here. And it says, okay, we successfully added that list. Then if we need to update, we need to go ahead and update here. Update listings. So take a few moments because you're at the pull for the new list. And it says, hey, we picked up all those. And now you can see it blocked additional 217 domains here. These are the ad tracking. Here's the different Pi-hole lists there. Here is the content for just the master list. So again, you can, if you have people already have lists on there, if you want to block them. Maybe you want to see what's on the list, you can always go, hey, oh, maybe I want to know. Let's see what happens when I maybe want to figure out what's on this list. So I can click on it, and it tells me everything it has. I can Google things. It tells me here. So again, those are different options. They also have different trackers and different ones they can do for blocking, other ones. And you can just always have to use this list. There's a lot of companies that make listings here. You can be able to suggest here for blocking. This is a list of somebody's website and how to install Pi-hole. Again, these are other trackers and stuff we can use. This is block an adult site through your pie hole here. So if you want to do that again, just go back to, we're going to go back to groups, go to add list. It's a good way for blocking sites for kids. So here we go. And this is if you want to make sure that you can be able to, it's always a good idea to use something like KeyPass to make sure you know what your passwords are at. So it's a good idea to have some kind of password list on there. Tells you how to update the listings. So again, we're going to go ahead and here's the where SSH into my pie. And now if it sees any of those sites, they will not allow them to do it because they're going to black hole them. So there's a couple of different things here you can have here. Here's all your Pi-hole stuff, Docker containers, Pi-hole. There's a list in there. Here's a Pi-hole. So if you want to black things for like all social media apps, here is all the listings for that one. So we could just very easy just grab get if you want to block Facebook or you want to block any social media apps on certain things here. So let's go ahead and do that. Just for example, a process here. And then again, if you want to update the listings, we just need to go back over to our action, and again we just need to run that command again, update the listings, and it will If it has any invalid demands, it's going to tell me, hey, there's a So again, now you have it where if I change the query, it would tell me here, but these are just using examples of So here's another one we're going to do here. So again, we'll go back to groups, add list. We're going to go ahead and just delete this one right here for right now. We will do this one here, and this is called tracking. Add that. Again, this makes your network also more secure too. See what else here. see what happens when I just try to add the master list here. So again, we can just, if you don't want any of that or extras here, we can always delete those. Just go ahead and say, like, hey, I don't want social media here. We can remove that. We can also remove this here. There we go. Now we have updated information here. Clear information here. Just there. So we got those kind of things here. Let's try one more time just to make sure everything's working right. So I'm going to do this here. So it's important here. And now we can go and again. So it's important to always read the forms, right? I'll start with those right now, and we'll just go ahead, and again, this is how here. And this is the GitHub page if you want to get here for the GitHub page for the black hole for the listings here. You can do more for it if you want to be able to. And now you should have more things. So more, again, these privacy, phishing, malware, fraud, tracking. So again, you want to be able to block a kid's social media page. Really easy to do to create a pie hole and then stop them from coming through the social media thing. TikTok. So, and again, this is how we can, there's just a new pie hole update. Just kind of going through all the updates here. How to pull the blacklist, make sure you're there, how to update your pie hole, and here's everything. Just kind of go through the new dashboard here. If you want to spend it, tools. That way you can update query list, audit logs, live what's going on, generating debugging logs. That's why it's a good idea just not to go and take care of, go to settings, log out, in local DNS here. DNS records, DNS there, settings, tools, networking, you'll be able to see that. But right now it's generating logs, which is what's taking so long here. And after you start it, you can't stop it, so without rebooting and potentially causing issues with the logs here. You always want to make sure it's still up. You can always go to a terminal. Ping.10.0.16.16, which is my pie hole. And we know they're up. Again, it's going to take a while to generate debugging logs, so unless you want to take a lot of time, it's probably not necessary. And then here, so we just went through all our basics, the pie hole, going through everything here. So here, mainly what we got this video is about how to all the new updates and how to add blacklists and those. And we'll keep on adding more if I see any kind of interesting new ads and things here. I want to go ahead and again, I want to, like, what I like doing is I like going through a web page, wait for an ad to launch, block it, and keep on doing that until enough that we can generate logs. So make sure we can try to block all the majority of the ad servers, and then I want to try to communicate that so that we can at least make a list of it, so they try to prevent that as much as we can. Again, so On a computer, I don't worry about it because I got ad blocking software already on it. But this is more like if I have things that I want to be able to use that is maybe that at this current time that may not be available. So or maybe not what there. So I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be the end of recording. How about all the updates, all the changes, and how to add some blacklists, how to add listings, and how to go through some updating your Pi hole.